Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Guys TV. Today we're working on Counter 2. Right, Counter 2. It's the next day in the 30 Days of JavaScript challenge on Leetcode that I'm working on. So let's take a look at today's question. All right, today's question is write a function, create counter. It should accept an initial integer init. It should return an object with 3 functions. Okay, so we're writing the create counter function. This is Leetcode 2665 counter 2, and it's day 4 of the 30 Days of JavaScript challenge. And remember, there are 5 bonus challenges as well. So there are 35 challenges we're going to do in this playlist. So this is day 4. The 3 functions that we have to write are increment, decrement, and reset. All right, so counters. Why would we use counters? To maybe, I don't know, keep track of laps we've run, right? We press a button and the counter goes up. So that would be like an increment. Or let's say we're doing a countdown, right? Countdown till New Year's Eve, all right? So starting today. So we decrement a day. So that's why counters are useful. We can build them with JavaScript. So the 3 functions we have to write are increment, decrement, and reset. Sets the current value to init and then returns it. So the reset function would just reset the counter. All right, so let's take a look at example 1. With input init 5, calls increment, reset, and decrement. The output's going to be 6, 5, and 4. All right, guys, why don't you pause the video and attempt to write the solution in JavaScript or TypeScript, and then I'll show you the solution in TypeScript. Hey, welcome back to Tech Guys TV, and here's the solution to Leetcode 2665 counter 2. All right, so first line, type return object equals object, increment, function, return type, number, decrement is a function, arrow function notation, return type's a number, reset, arrow function notation, return type is a number. So that's the type of the return object, right? And then from lines 7 through 14, we're going to actually create the function. Okay, so create counter, that's the name we were given, create counter function, and it's going to have 3 functions within it: increment, decrement, and reset. And so because we're using TypeScript, we're going to have fewer problems with types. We know the return types are numbers, right? And we know the create counter function takes an init argument, and it's of type number, so it takes a number, returns a return object. Okay, so that's the TypeScript part of it. And now lines 8 through 12, that's the actual JavaScript code. Let's take a look. We let the current equal init, the value that was passed in, right, the initial number. And then we return increment, decrement, and reset. Increment simply increments the current number, and we do so with the ++ operator, right? Decrements the current value with the -- operator, and then reset sets current back to init. Remember, it resets to the initial value, which we're given when we run the create counter function. All right, guys, let's see if it passes the acceptance criteria, and it does. All right, in case 1, with init value 5, increment, reset, decrement, the output says expected. And in case 2, with init value, what is that, a 6 or an 8? No, 0. All right, init value 0, if we increment it, it's 1, increment again 2, decrement is 1, reset back to 0, reset back to 0. All right, guys, there it is, counter 2. Join us again tomorrow for another 30 Days of JavaScript challenge.